I saw the Odyssey last weekend. I found a good movie
Lucky.
theater out here.
Mm.
Tuesdays, Tuesdays, it's $10 Tuesdays. Nice movie theater, right by the beach. I ain't gonna tell y'all where it's at, so all y'all niggas ain't
Okay.
finna come and pop up.
They
But
probably
it's
know about
not
it, but yes. Mm-hmm.
good. Let's keep it like that. Everybody, I'll tell you. I ain't telling everybody. But yeah, $10. And I saw the Odyssey. Everybody, you gotta see it in IMAX. Like, nigga, do you have IMAX money? Okay.
I haven't
I
seen it, and
saw.
I do want to see it
Yeah,
in
I heard you
4D.
say that. I heard you say
I want
that.
to be in the boat. Like
That would actually
I
be
heard there's
really.
splashing water and all that. I want to be
That's
right there.
okay. Now I saw those TikToks and I'm like, that's got to be AI. What happens to these people's phones? Like, what do you mean? Water's okay now in the movie theater.
I don't know if it's
It's
AI.
AI. I feel like they. I feel like maybe I don't know. It looked like the ones that we were seeing. They were mostly like in somewhere in China or I don't want to say somewhere in Asia. But
But I want that experience.
and I could
I
believe that
like
their
a
technology
live
is.
experience like that.
Yeah, because I was trying to think about like where I've experienced that before, but it wasn't common. Like you had to go to like Disneyland or like Universal Studios or something like that to like experience that kind of movie experience, and now that's becoming common, which I think is cool. But I feel like where I saw that if that was a video in Japan, I could believe that their technology is far ahead to have that already.
The Sphere out in Vegas, they are showing, or I think it ended. Maybe it's still going. I'm not sure. The Wizard of Oz,
All
and you know how
right.
the sphere is like set up. They have the actual experience where like certain things will fall from the sky, like popcorn or like little apples will fall from the sky.
Word.
But I have seen reviews about like how the sphere is set up. Like people
Yeah.
are standing up and then like just falling because like
Yeah,
you're
that's like
literally sitting there
that
like watch this big
vertigo.
screen like
That
that, and
vertigo will
then
get you, nigga.
yeah,
Oh shit, yeah. Now I remember the closest thing
I
to
want to
ever
experience that.
the closest thing I ever
Yeah.
experienced to that I think was like something in Six Flags, but I really remember in like 2003 somewhere around there. I think we went to like Disney World, and they had the A Bug's Life thing, but it was like you went inside of a tree and you sat there. And then to see like you would watch some shit, and then water would happen, like water mist would come out at you, and then
I like
like the
that.
seats would move, yeah, shit like that, like
Yeah,
that
make it
that
exciting.
yeah. Six Flags I used to have. Remember the one at Six Flags, the airplane one?
Somewhat, yes,
Okay, yeah.
but I
But
like that.
that's.
But yeah, I'm excited to go see the Odyssey.
Do you have any expectations? I saw it. I won't say anything. I'll wait until.
No, I've only heard great things, so I don't have any expectations. And I also forgot the story because the last time I've read the Odyssey, that was like back in either middle school or like freshman year. So my memory is shot. And then I think I saw like the Arthur version when I was younger. But no idea, don't remember. So I'm going in head first without any previews or nothing, and I'm ready.
Okay, well, since you've only heard good reviews, allow me. When I was watching it, the way I really got hyped, I remember I was watching The View, and they had Christopher Nolan and Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway on, and Whoopi, she was really like, she was talking to them, and she was like really hyping it up. And then after I left, I was like, oh shit, I got to see that. All right, shit, I really got, like, they all was like, they loved it. After I was like, damn, I got to go see it. And then after I left, I was like, I felt like Whoopi was putting 10 on 20 just a little bit. But it was what it was. But you know, I
Mm-mm.
hope that you have a great time. It was great. It was really great. There's just a couple things that I was like, if this ever goes on the internet, I guess I'll never work with Christopher Nolan now. But I'm just keeping it
You won't.
real. You're always trying to shoot down my acting prospects. You don't. You are you ready? Are you ready to start the show?
Yep. Yep.
Let's start the show.
I bet. I've been working all night, now I need to hear you call my name. Where you at? On the way. How far? On the way. Poppin' on the way. How far we take it all the way? Yeah. I've been going all day and now I need it.
Welcome back to another episode of the On The Way podcast, where we give it to you straight. In this space, we won't say anything behind your back that we won't say to your face. We keep you up to date with the latest music, news, and everything related while you are on the way. I'm Sylvee.
And I'm Khalil.
And this is the On The Way podcast. You can listen to this podcast on your way to saying goodbye to July.
You can listen to this podcast on your way to catch the sun down. Damn it, already missed it at the beach.
But either way, anyway, this is the On The Way podcast. Black King Khalil, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Doing pretty good. Like I said, yeah, man. Saw the Odyssey. I can't wait for you to see it next week so we can talk about it, because it was good. It was really good. It was really good. I still have to see Obsession, which just came to Peacock. Gonna watch that soon. LeBron's coming to Philly. Okay. Random. I think they're trying to get Jalen. I think they're trying to get Jalen up out of here. I think they said, "Oh, that's where the competition is, so that's where he went. He went right next door." We'll see. It's Shark Week, my dear. I don't know if you've been watching. It's Shark Week. I know he wasn't Australian. I know the crocodile hunter was Australian, and there's nothing to do with Shark Week, but it just feels right talking like that when you say Shark Week. On Discovery Channel. I always love Shark Week. House of the Dragon is getting real. I'm just, HBO, just thank you. And once again, it's the 21st anniversary year of the Destiny Fulfilling Loving It tour. When I sat in the second row next to Sean, who lied and said Beyonce looked at him, but she looked at me. When I did the Cater to You break, and I look in the audience and they said, who should we pick? And I had a towel in the seat and I said like this. And she had to see me. She saw me. She looked me in the eyes and she said, you're going to get me sued. You are too young. I can't do it. And she went about her business. Black Queen, how are you?
I'm doing great, Khalil. It's been a good week so far for me. Like I said, I'm saying goodbye to July. It's been a really good month. July is literally my favorite month, like one of my favorite months out of the whole year. So yeah, I'm just wrapping up everything. Tonight's a full moon, which is great. Seems so perfect and on timing.
We can dance if you want.
And it's just it's really been I've really been in good spirits these past few days and few weeks. So I really have no complaints. I'm trying to catch up on shows and stuff. I know we're discussing X-Men 97. I have to catch up. I feel like, damn.
You the one who made me
and then when
get up on it.
I think I watched last week, but I have to refresh my memory. Then when I get caught up, I get so like wrapped up into it, and I'm just like, and I go down the whole rabbit hole of everything.
YouTube, Easter eggs that I missed. It's
been so much Marvel news that we've been receiving. We saw the Doomsday trailer.
Yep.
Earlier this week, so I'm excited for that, and everything else that's coming out in the Marvel
I'm gonna go see Spider-Man at that movie theater next week.
Spider-Man, as well as Vision Quest that's coming out that I can't wait to see.
Paul Bettany or Paul Bettany?
Sure. And everything else.
That's the guy who plays Vision? That's what you're talking about?
I do not know his real name.
Paul Bettany. It's Paul Bettany, I'm telling you. He's Brit. He's a Brit. His name is Paul Bettany. He played Vision. He played Silas in the. You ever seen what's the Da Vinci Code? He was the he was the villain in that shit.
That for Wanda. I watch it for Wanda.
Oh.
Like I'm a Wanda. I want to see the Scarlet Witch arc. Like, this is why I watch. So,
is she coming back? Oh, so she's coming back.
I Right. Is she alive in this timeline?
I thought
Who
she was done
knows?
with
Because I think
Marvel.
I think Vision Quest comes out, if I'm not mistaken, right after Doomsday.
Oh, okay.
So I think Wanda returns in Doomsday.
Oh, they're gonna need her.
I
But she's
think.
but she's evil.
Because she's one of the witches.
Because she's bad now. Wanda's bad now. She's not
Yeah,
an
she's
Avenger
Scarlet
no
Witch.
more.
She's one of the
Yeah.
witches. So I think she returns in Doomsday. And we'll just have to see. So I'm excited for that. Anywho.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's get into the weekly playlist.
It's the weekly playlist, motherfucker.
Y'all better get up on.
Y'all better get into this weekly playlist.
It's the weekly playlist, y'all.
Weekly
To keep up with our weekly playlist, follow us on Instagram at On The Way Weekly, where we release it every week. This week we've got Beard by Sid, A-Pop by Tyler, Oh Yeah by Steve Lacy, and Fix Your Face by Masego.
For our first project this week, I had Beard by Sid. She's a singer and songwriter from Los Angeles, and this is her third studio album. Sid is known as the lead vocalist for the group The Internet. In 2017, she released her first album, Finn, which goes hard till this day. I saw her live in concert for this project, and it's really, really special to me. I love that project so much. Later on in 2017, she released her EP, Always Never Home, and in 2022, she released her second album, Broken Hearts Club, which we reviewed on this show at that time. Beard has features from Jordan Ward, Cube, James Fauntleroy, Blue June, and Big Sean. Okay, so I've had this album on repeat. When I say on repeat,
I know that's right.
I'm not joking. Sid's vocals range from an alto to a soft falsetto, which tears at my heartstrings. I adore the lyrics, her songwriting, and her vocals so much. I feel like it's so unique to her, and that's what pulls me in each and every time. Faves from this project. All right, Walls as an album opener was perfect. It was very seductive from the lyrics, the vocals, the stacked background vocals, the production, like everything was so perfect. Callin' featuring Blue June was another jam. I love the chorus. I thought that was very catchy. Jasmine 17 being the Le Labo fragrance, playing into the lyrics. That song that's simply just sexy. And it's like, I love how observant it is. Like, how do you make it look so easy? I love that. My Love has that Girl from Impedima type beat. Very caring, like a song that you dedicate to.
All right now.
That one that has your heart in a chokehold. And you don't care because you're just in love. Like, I love Jasmine 17. Bad Guys? Love that song down. Like, we're all wrong. We're all on the wrong side to someone, and I feel that, and I love that. Songwriter for songwriter duet. On Any Time with James Fauntleroy. I love that track down. Both of their vocals, songwriting, I love it.
Came in and I knew it. She spinning like roulette. I'm in it like ooh yeah. Every time I run from you, I lose. Yeah. Every time I fall, just for you. Yeah. Every time you come over, I come to.
And I also love the collab with Jordan Ward on Always Be Mine. I battle back and forth between my favorites of that whole project, but I feel like that song is definitely top 2 for me. All in all, like I said, this album has not left my rotation. It's so great, and I love it.
Yeah, I really am really grateful for our show. One of my favorite things to do out here is just, you remember the iPod Shuffle? Did you ever have an iPod Shuffle?
Of course.
Yeah, like
purple
came
one.
with like a white one. It like came with your computer at some point. But like just driving around and just put my iTunes on
Oh
shuffle.
no, I had a Nano, but same thing.
Okay. But yeah, I just driving around and then just putting my Apple Music Library on shuffle, and then just finding and skipping past some, but just finding like gems. Like, oh, this is perfect right now. Like Jordan Ward came on the other day, and I was like, I'm so grateful for our show. That's how I know the hell this guy is. This week for my first project, I had A-Pop by Tyla, who's from Edenville, South Africa. This is her second studio album. The features on here were Liquid Deep, Zara Larsson, Mawu, and Babalwa M. Some of the producers on here were Cole, P2J, Ian Kirkpatrick, Ari Pensmith, Believe, Mocha Bands, Sammy Soso, Dame, Akil, and Akil. This project was, y'all know I love Tyla, and there was no sophomore slump with this project at all. I think that she did a great job with following up to what was already a blockbuster project. And it looks like now she's back performing too. This was more of an R&B Tyla with an emphasis on the blues. She's still she's still watering, but this time it's coming from her eyes. She's opening the album with Is It Love If You Don't Cry, Cry, Cry. And I really, really like that song. It was really good. I think she steps more into her confidence and flexes on That Girl. And you told me that Girl is the one that the video that just came out with all the neon on it. Got to check that out.
All right.
Sometimes I don't even check out the music videos. I just want to hear the music now. It's crazy to me that we live in an era where the music now is bigger than the video. I think that's cool though. It's something about it's odd, but it's cool. I can definitely hear Kiss going off in the club for the 20-year-olds, and I can also hear it like as a dope Afro beats party. But it's one of the first songs I heard that really did a great job at combining Afro beats, Afro R&B, and Afro pop. The same thing with the album's lead single, Is It, which we covered a while ago when it came out with the EP, with her EP. It's not to be confused with the previously mentioned album's first song, Is It Love. That song has really grown on me now. I just really, is it wrong? I just be busting out. Like, all right, that's how you know you got a hit. I feel like you might hear some of this and be like, is that pop? Like, that sounds like pop. Or that just sounds like house. And it's like, which part of all this shit came from Africa? Don't you understand, nigga? Okay?
Right.
Jazz, it's Afro jazz, nigga. Country, Afro country, nigga. We created all this shit. Double Blind is one of those that really stands out to me because it's so minimal instrumentally with a lot of room for her voice. And then her voice really carries the song. You can hear how beautifully she sings. It gets more melodic, and the backing vocals come in once the chorus hits, and that song is definitely a vibe. Right Now is a serious R&B vibe. I was really expecting Drake to start with the feature based on the sonic feel of the song, but that's an example of why I say there's no sophomore slump here. She has so many different options as singles to choose from.
Say it now, say it now. I know that you miss me, but you play it down. I know that you miss me, but you play it down. All this back and forth, what we play, what you doing right now? What we doing right now? I just wanna lay in the bed we made. We ain't gotta talk about yesterday. Pulling up right now. Drop a beat right now. Usually the first one I run away. You should be the last one to feel away. Say it now.
Mr. Nonchalant is another one. She talks about, hey, Mr. Nonchalant, I like your eyes because they match my thong. I said, oh, freaky Tyla. Water Part 2. Okay. And then that song with Zara Larsson, before the album's released, that's definitely one of the best songs on the album. That's a perfect pop R&B song. Tyla's good, but damn, Zara came with the vocals on that shit.
It just needs a bridge.
I guess but it's one of the definitely standouts. Chanel, which I think is the third single, and that's one of the hits too. It's just like even in the 3 singles on the project alone already make it a success before it even came out. Crazy of Me featuring Mawu, that just made me want to be like, damn, all right, let me go visit South damn Africa already because nigga, it just sounds like Wakanda on Earth. It sounds like paradise. If that's what it feel like, it sounds like paradise. And then she ends it with Hot Tubs, such a nice R&B lace pop way to end the album with some freak shit and some soul mixed together. And her, like, she has like a manna like tone, in my opinion. That's one of Sylvia Rhone's last things that she did before she left Sony, and that was one of the that's making a lasting impression.
For my second project this week, I had Oh Yeah by Steve Lacy. He's a singer and songwriter, rapper, musician, and producer from Compton, California, and this is his third studio album. Steve Lacy is also in the group The Internet. He is a lead guitarist. So I had two Internet artists this week and both of their third albums. He released his first solo EP back in 2017 titled Steve Lacy's Demo, which is a project that I love. 2 years later, released the debut album Apollo 21, which earned a Grammy nom for Best Urban Contemporary Album. And then his second album, Gemini Rights, released in 2022, was also Grammy nominated for Best Pop Solo Performance, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. And that album ended up winning Best Progressive R&B Album for that year. Love that album down. It's been 4 years since It's been 4 years since, and I've been anticipating this album since it's been teased by Steve Lacy through social media. Oh Yeah has features from SZA, Erykah Badu, and Cecil Believe. Okay, so I have a lot of favorites, even though I love this project in its entirety. The first single from this project was Nice Shoes / In Your World. When I tell you I love all 9 minutes and 33 seconds of that song, I mean it. The second single, The Feeling, caught my ears immediately, mainly for its songwriting. That song has grief from a heartbreak without the sappy instrumental. Love his vocals on Show You Me, and him professing his love for this obvious crush. Something about the vocals, the guitar strums, and the background vocals and the oohs that just get me. Doom is literally 3 songs in one, and he just dropped the visual for Doom earlier today. Is It Cool with SZA is great. I love the collab, but I'm not surprised how well they just work together. I can just only imagine how great their studio session was with one another. All in all, I love this project in its entirety, and my faves change daily. There's just something about the artistry, about these two artists in particular from the internet, that are just chef's kiss.
Yeah, you've been talking about that album for a while, and it really is good. It was good. This week for my second project, I had Fix Your Face by Masego, who's from Kingston, Jamaica, / Newport News, Norfolk, Virginia, and also Sumter, South Carolina. And some of the features on this project were Leon Thomas, Keisha Cole, Foggy Raw, Buju Banton, Lacan, and Music Soul Child. I was wrong. Whatever I told you the other day, I was wrong. I listened too fast. I take back all that I said. I really liked his last one 3 years ago, the self-titled, and I was like, it's going to be really hard to top that. And he did, for sure. This is for sure on my top 10 of the year so far. The first song sounds like it sets a beautiful groovy ass tone, and it's like a love letter to his younger self. And he puts the album and the title into context after that first track. You have an understanding of where you're going. Then we get into Heaven, and he starts singing melodies from heaven. And is it a sin if we make love to some gospel music? And you know my little lustful / God-fearing heart. This was my jam. I said this is my favorite song already by number 2.
Is it a sin if we make love to some gospel music?
And Kirk Franklin, I know for sure, got paid off of that one. Now, I didn't really like number 3, and honestly, it almost made me tap out. But if I had, then I wouldn't have got to number 4, which is QVC featuring Leon Thomas. That's such an awesome, fun, top-down, perfect for my LA summer type song with a punk, and it's like a punk rock and R&B feel. Like the song that could have definitely, that song could have definitely been on the NERD project. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but Pharrell and this guy need to do something together, because so many times I think I hear and I'm like, damn, Pharrell, oh, that's Masego. For some reason, though, I was really into this like Keisha Cole kick last week, like more than usual. She's been part of my LA like riding around playlist to begin with, but I went around and I was driving around and I was walking on the track and I was listening to The Way It Is and Just Like You, and then I realized it was because she was in my subliminal because I heard her on Someone, which was such an unexpected feature. And I hope that one gets a Grammy nom. The duet itself, the ending, the saxophone, it was perfect. Hello featuring Buju Banton. It initially combines like ATL hip hop and dance hall, and you have like Shawty Low coming together with the Mandro song, and the two of the Kingston's finest meet up. That was great. Dotted Line, that was some real R&B, but also like island type soul. But what stood out most to me was that I don't think I ever heard a song with someone begging for somebody to sign for a divorce. I was like, well, damn. And then he wrapped it up really well. It kept getting better and better with Overthinking featuring Music Soul Child. Once that pre-chorus hit and I heard music, I was like, I love this project. And it ends really well with Recommend, Simone, and Charlie Brown. Witty chorus for Charlie Brown. But song about being grounded and not drinking your own Kool-Aid. Masego, you topped yourself from self-titled 3 years ago. I'm been a fan, still a fan.
This week, for our honorable mentions, we had the singles Mileage by B2K, Jump Up When Ya, featuring Tiara Whack by Chad Hugo and LaKaylee 47, Hot as a Bic by Flo Milli, and Reach Out by Victoria Monet.
We know that every summer miss each other. I forever wanna be your lover. I forever wanna be your lover. When's the last time that you reached out? Running before when I like when you reach out. Don't have me wait forever. When's the last time that you reached out? Running before when I like when you reach out. Don't have me wait forever. When's the last time that you? I think it's time that you. I think it's time that you. I think it's time. Last time that you. I think it's time that you. I think it's time that you.
And now it's time for
Music news.
All right, what happened this week, Khalil?
Well, it looks like the greatest female singing group of all time is releasing some new music. Destiny's Child. Yeah, it looks like it's been confirmed that in the next 30 days, they'll be celebrating the 30th release of what? Oh, yeah, just the 30th anniversary of Destiny's Child. They debuted in 1996, and they will be releasing an album full of a whole bunch of remixes. They said a lot of urban remixes, but also some new music. They said that there's a new Missy Elliott song on there. Now, last week, Matthew Knowles, he came out with saying this. He did an interview with Lauren LaRosa, and he was in the car, and I was like, man, get out of here, man. You know Beyonce don't be releasing no details like this sitting in a car. But I had to remember, Destiny's Child is owned by Matthew Knowles, and he'll do with it what he wants to do with it. And he said
the girls know about it.
Yeah, he said they're all on board. So I wonder if that was like, hey, I'm doing this. Or
They're probably like, okay, sure.
Okay. Happy anniversary.
Right. Because you know what I feel what's coming up with this? Like, no shade, because love DC down. But like you said, remixes. There's already a remix album.
We already have one,
So
but they were already they had still an album to go already, where they didn't have a
right.
remix album, and I guess the other stuff that they've had before. But yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I'm anticipating some dance mixes. Is it gonna be an actual remix where you like give a whole new instrumental and
Did y'all
new
go
lyrics?
re-record, or are we
Is
just
this
switching up
something
the
that's
tracks?
been in the vault?
Is this what a DJ?
Are we getting vault tracks? Like,
Are we getting what one of the DJs on the on YouTube, like live room
it's like a
experiences
Diplo mix.
could have did? Are we getting a mix?
You know what I'm saying? And it's no shade.
No.
Because I feel like those are still essential as well. But it's also
Yes.
like,
Don't be playing with us like this.
cool. And I feel like also any song that's new is going to be songs probably from the vault that were unreleased but already recorded. They're going to get remastered.
I'm excited for the
released
Missy
as, like,
song,
extra
yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm sure this is a Missy song that's been made like decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's just been tucked away. For times like now where they're like, oh, we want to just them or Matthew saying
Right.
like, oh, well, I just want to come out with, some more music and things like that.
And it's
either
been
way,
30
one of the best girl groups of all time. So
Yeah. And it's been 30 years, and so they should celebrate.
oh, of course. I feel like it's great celebrating these milestones and showing like the legacy and how long people have been in the music industry in their careers and the longevity and actually like seeing the growth. I remember like I was looking at the Bills video the other day, and I was like, look at the style. Look at these young ladies
Right.
in the salon pretending to do hair, talking about women stuff with all these women, like the choreography, like to the Destiny Fulfilled era. So it's great to see the growth and to be around for that time.
I read Mama Tina's
I'm
book.
like, what is that?
I read Mama Tina's book, and she talked about in there. I got this when I went to the Sherry Shepherd show. She was the guest, and they was giving these away. But I had already heard the audio version at that point. But she wrote some more and put some pictures in here. But she was talking about when she wrote she doing the Bills video, and how the record company didn't want her to do it. They thought that she was, making them look too black and doing too much. And she was like, and Matthew went in there and fought for her. I was like, nigga, we're keeping the lights on in this bitch. She's going to do the fuck she needs to do with them girls. And you're going to shut the hell up. And that's what they did.
Those outfits are amazing.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. In other music news, so this week, for the first time ever, Chad Hugo, former member of the Neptunes,
Oh, shit.
is the producer, is now a solo artist.
Oh, shit.
The Neptunes is no more now. Niggas.
Well, they gave us some great years. Gave us some great times.
So for those of you who don't know, he's a Virginia Beach native. He's had his hand in massive hits for groups such as Clips, people such as Beyonce.
Neptunes go all the way back to like SWV. Like that's where they started.
Era.
Like
Yes.
the second album, When This Feeling, like what Use Your Heart. I think the more Use Your Heart, like the fact that they've been around so long, that's crazy. They can't work this out. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So long. This week he released his first solo single, Jump Up With Ya. I think it's Jump Up When Ya. It's one word, and that's exclamation point instead of an I. So it's Jump Up When Ya. So he co-produced this alongside West Londoner Cadenza. And it mutates from a brassy horn stabs to spacey synth harmonies and back again with drums and a dizzying momentum. And of course they have Tiara Whack and the Kaylee 47 on here as well. Truthfully speaking, do you get your money? Go ahead,
Get your
Chad.
money.
Like For people who don't really understand the artistry, because I get it, Pharrell was always like, in your face, and as well as he was singing, he had his own solo project and things like that. Like, yes, they were a really great creative duo, but the artistry of them both individually is very, 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 very great. So I'm excited.
It is. They're great separately.
They're great separately, as well as together. The last time we had an NERD album was back in 2017, apparently. But I don't think that's going to happen because there's a lawsuit that is current that actually back in January, Chad Hugo filed claiming that Pharrell Williams owed him up to $1 million in royalties, tour income, and merchandising related to the 2017 NERD album.
Damn.
So
that's like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis breaking up. That's like Beyonce and The Dream.
We still don't know the status of both of the lawsuits. There's another lawsuit over the dispute of the trademark rights to the NERD related to Neptunes. So there's like 2 disputes going on.
That's just crazy.
It's sad.
It
sucks that money
Yeah.
gets in the middle of friendship, I believe. But I'm still rooting for Chad, as well as Pharrell, But I'm also rooting for Chad, and I feel like I love how when I heard about this, I was like, oh, what? Yes, release music. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Like, your artistry should never fade out, even in the midst of the mess. So, excited to hear more.
You can sue me if you want to, but you ain't gonna get much, sister. All right?
Cool. Anyways, let's think of our On the Way. On the Way listeners, what are your thoughts on the upcoming 30th anniversary Destiny's Child project?
Tweet us at On The Way Weekly and let us know. We're gonna go.
And we'll be right back.
Put you on camera, that's my favorite show, girl. I rush here just to take it slow.
I've been working all night and now I need to hear you call my name. Where you at? On the way. How far? On the way. Poppin', poppin' on the way. How far we take it all the way? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been going all day and now
We're back.
I need to hear you say
And it's time to get into
The Blackness.
don't touch my head.
It's just me against the world.
Who taught you to heat your felt?
The blackness. Keep on.
Here we talk about the world, i.e. Black political and social issues as we see them through our point of view. What happened this week, Khalil?
this week. We heard about this movie being produced by Higher Ground, Michelle and Barack Obama's production company, being directed by Tasha Smith.
Nice.
And I text y'all immediately. When I saw the cast, I was just like, I was lit. Oh, I said, this is about to be lit. This is about to be amazing. Starring,
Yeah.
it's the name of the starring Whoopi Goldberg, Jennifer Lewis, Vivica A. Fox, and Vanessa
that.
Williams. I was like,
love
what?
that.
I said, what? I said, what?
And a movie, not just straight to Lifetime.
And a movie produced by who? Directed by who? Directed by who? Produced by who? You know, it's not about to be some bullshit. And it's just, I was like, I can't wait. And I was like, why don't more things like this happen? Like, why is this so, like, these people are all still alive. Like, why, like, not, sorry, still alive, but like, we've had them in our lives forever. Like, why aren't they still teaming up like this? Like, what is going on with the budgets, man? But this just has the potential.
Right.
It has the potential for great story and for great acting. This has the potential for legendary, memorable moments. But
Right.
I'm just glad it's happening. This is Terry reuniting with Max from Soul Food. Max, aka Lucille Slocum from Kingdom Come, reuniting with Raynell Slocum from Kingdom Come. Okay,
Oh,
then this
brother.
is Raynell Slocum from Kingdom Come, aka Dolores Van Cartier, reuniting with Michelle from Sister Act 2. I just love me some, I really just love me some Whoopi Goldberg. That's a big reason why I
You
still
do.
watch The View. But she's, just as an actor, just as a blueprint, and she really is like a touch point in Hollywood. Like, she's one of those actors who can really say that she's worked with just about everybody. I feel like I can name like 3 people she's never worked with. Like Eddie Murphy, you got to see that. They never worked together. Little beef, but who knows? But I love her. And Vanessa Williams, she will always be special for me. My mom worked her records at Save the Best for Last. That's when my mom's work. But just the blue,
I
she's
also,
always
and
just.
shout out to Vivica as well, who's still acting to this day, still in
Yes.
films. Are you gonna get there?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
I was saying Vanessa's always been like a singer, actor, blueprint, but also does theater, like, and is respected for it. And then Vivica, who's been deserved a motherfucking Oscar, like her career took that turn after 50 Cent. It had nothing to do with her acting. It was the 50 Cent shit. And
Nothing to do.
people just saw her differently after that. And it was like, the shit people used to get canceled for is so crazy. Like, what are we talking about? This is Vivica. She's one of the coldest actresses of our time who could do anything. And I was just watching.
She told me how to play that game.
Two can play that game. I saw some clips the other day, dog. And then Jennifer Lewis, she just makes everything better, you know?
Sure does.
So yeah. And then also, in the movie, it's about a widowed woman who gets dragged to the Hamptons by her lifelong best friends. And so obviously all I know is that they're playing sisters. And I think all of them that made a guest appearance on Fresh Prince. I feel like the only one I'm trying to remember is if Whoopi was on Fresh Prince. But I feel like I feel like she was never on there. Never?
No, I don't think so.
I remember the Jennifer Lewis one, the aunts.
Of course.
Vanessa Williams was with the shit. They was on the way to the Lakers game and had the baby in the car, in the limo.
Yes.
And Vivica, were they stuck in the basement together, or was that Tisha Campbell? That was Tisha Campbell.
Vivica
But she was one of his girlfriends, though.
She was Will's girlfriend, I
Early.
believe.
Like in
Yes.
the set was still.
Were they at the restaurant with Jazz, or was she Jazz's girlfriend?
I think she
I
was
definitely
Will's.
forgot.
I think she was Will's, but that was like season 1 when the living room still looked the same as it used to.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't wait for that. And then it was also announced at Comic-Con this week. Ryan Coogler announced that David Johnson will be the new Black Panther.
Truthfully speaking, great casting. Great casting.
When he took the stage, everybody looked like they were locked in. Winston Duke really received him well. And Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, who is also the current Black Panther, they had a deep moment, and I can tell so far that I think that he's the son that was revealed at the last movie. Some time has passed, and now he's going to be the Black Panther.
They also have a personal relationship outside of, the movie.
Okay.
So she even said, Letitia said in like a separate interview how excited that she is for him to dive deep into this role. People I know are a little bit confused about like, if he's Black Panther, then that means Shuri. So what happens? I heard in the comics that she gives up being Black Panther, but I don't know if they're gonna go by the comics officially. But
I mean, they're currently
apparently they probably are.
I think, yeah, because I mean, even by her being Black Panther right now is going by the comics, you know?
Yeah, it's only supposed to be temporary. She didn't really even want to be officially Black Panther.
Right.
So now we're just going to see what happens after Doomsday.
It was really apparent to me that Angela Bassett was not on that stage. She's really dead and gone in this movie. Ramonda is dead and gone. And they still gave her an Oscar to Jamie Lee Curtis. That's crazy. Anyway, we love you, Auntie.
We sure do.
But Doomsday trailer, you're right, this makes room though for whoever they get to play Storm, I'm sure they're going to somehow start to introduce this connection between Wakanda, because that's where Storm is from, and how that relates to the X-Men. That'll be interesting.
Yes. I'm excited for I honestly don't even want to know more about Doomsday.
No, just
Like,
put it out. Just put it out.
No more spoilers. No more anything. Because I'm excited for the X-Men to be introduced and how everything unravels. But I do not want to know anymore. Please, enough.
But
they
that's
shouldn't
my
even
part.
told us about Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom in the first place.
Right. That's the
Kind
part
of would
they
love
have.
that for that to be a surprise, but
That's what I mean by Halle Berry, though. That's what they have to explain, because Professor X is still being played by Patrick Stewart, and dude who's playing Cyclops is still James Marsden from the first movie. So that means that their original team is still out there somewhere. So Famke Janssen, Halle Berry. They bringing back Rebecca Romaine.
we don't
As
know,
Mystique.
child. And I think
Yeah.
that them not telling us anything, telling us that much, is good. Let's leave some for December.
Yeah, I guess. If you bring back Rebecca Romaine's Mystique, what happens to Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique from the X-Men? It's a lot of people playing different roles, and time jumping and shit. Like, I hope everybody wins.
But also different timelines, so who knows?
You're right.
This week for my Queen Spotlight, I wanted to shout out and say rest in power to Betty Saar. She is an artist who recently passed away at the age of 99, a few days shy of her 100th birthday. So for those of you who don't know who Betty Saar is, she made three-dimensional art with found objects tackling stereotypes about Black identity and women. Her longtime gallery, Roberts Project in Los Angeles, said that she died in her sleep on this past Sunday. Like I said, a few days shy of her 100th birthday. Saar was already in her mid-40s and the mother of 3 daughters when she created the artwork that put her on the map. Her 1972 mixed media artwork, The Liberation of Aunt Jemima, forcefully invokes the worn Black mammy tropes of movies, TV shows, and ad campaigns. It centers on grinning mammy figures wearing a knotted headscarf and a loud floral dress. Posing against the wall of repeating vintage Aunt Jemima pancake mix labels, she holds a broom in one hand and a rifle in another. This image is actually really powerful.
It sounds powerful. Try me.
And also, like, within it is like a picture of a mammy holding a white baby and a black fist in the middle.
Okay. All right. Oh,
So I was the defining figure of the Black arts movement and a pioneer of assembling arts, the practice of creating 3D artworks using found objects and everyday items. She said that Aunt Jemima inspired her to launch a series of works aimed at reclaiming negative images of Black people. She said that she's the kind of person who recycles materials, but I also recycle emotions and feelings. I had a great deal of anger about the segregation and the racism in the country, and so this series sort of evolved. The New York Museum had hosted a solo show of her work in 2019, and all of her work, she has dismantled racist imagery, transforming it into a monument of Black empowerment instead, and resilience and resistance. Born in 1926 and passing away in 2026, rest in power, Miss Betty Saar, and thank you for all of your work and your contribution to Black art.
Don't you remember a couple weeks, maybe a year ago, and Denzel Washington, Loki, opened up his mouth and said that he spoke a little quick, and he said that Ryan Coogler had written a part for him in Black Panther?
No.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't know what I ate last Tuesday.
On the way, listeners, who else would you like to see being cast in the new Black Panther? Tweet us in On The Way Weekly and let us know.
We're gonna go.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody else. Ooh, you got me on the way. Yearning for your loving, baby. I need that every day. Cause you know this ain't made for nobody but you. You don't need nobody else. Is you trying to see me later? Sending pictures from my phone and flooding up your database. Cause I don't be waiting for nobody but you.
It's a wrap. It's time to get out of here, but not before we leave you with some encouragement. Once again, you can find out, we're not doing that. Sylvee.
Uh-huh.
What's something that you're loving this week?
This week, I've loved my patience. I feel like I'm either full of it or I am short-tempered, and it's like, hey, get to the point. I found myself being really patient with other adults this week, and I was like, wow, I must really be in a good mood, and I think I'm going to stay this way. So I'll say that I'm grateful for and I'm loving my patience. How long that lasts, who knows? But so far in this midweek, I've been loving it and even noticing that and admiring that, and I feel like that is great because sometimes we do need some grace. What about you, Khalil?
This week, I am really loving Love Language Mixtape Volume 1, Physical Touch, and KD3. I went on a walk last week and I found a beautiful state park on a mountain right around the corner that looks right into the Hollywood Hill, overlooks the Hollywood Hills, overlooks the whole city. The views are just amazing. You can see everything. And I was just taking a walk and I was like, man, I was trying to find my next step, So in order to find your next step, I would just go back and review like what I've done before. And I was like, man, you put your fucking toe into this shit. Like, like that's when you did a good job, like after it's already done, and then you can listen back like it's after some time's passed and it still stands. I'm like, I know like, I have to find a way to market that shit even more and better because I don't think it's like, it don't have to be done. Just the musicality, the lyrics wise, like there was growth there, and like the way that I was put things together, I was like, this is really good R&B. And then like the up tempos too. It's like, man, keep going. That's a good ass project. It's freaky, but even if you just listen to the musicality, that's some good ass R&B. And When We Love with Aja Moye, that might be one of the best R&B songs I've ever put out in retrospect. Thank you, Aja. All right.
Love that.
Yeah, me too. Well, I love yours. Well, if you're looking for me, you can find me on the Instagram.
What's mine?
Your patience. I love that you found.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant my project. I'm like, when I release some music.
I don't know, child. Everybody does it nowadays. But you could. Yeah, no, I love your patience. I love that that means that you're submitting to the things that you can't control, which, that's great in the long run.
I'm ordering my steps to his word.
And please, control what you can. Well, if you're looking for me, you can find me on the Instagram. You can find me on the Facebook. You can find me on the Instagram at KAHLILXDANIEL. You can find me on the Facebook at facebook.com/KXDmusic. You can find my music on the Apple, the Tidal, the Spotify, anywhere that you download or stream it. And you can find everything else on my website at KhalilDaniel.com.
If you're looking for me, you can find me kikiing, ha-haing, and laughing my tush off on Twitter at Sylvee Jones, SYLVEJONES.
And for everything else you heard this week, you can find us on our Facebook at facebook.com/onthewaypod. You can also find us on our websites at instinctent.com/onthewaypod. And Facebook at On The Way Pod, and also on our websites at instinctent.com/ontheway and mochapodcastnetwork.com/ontheway.
If you love what you hear, please make sure to like, subscribe, share an episode, share the whole show. We're streaming on all DSPs, so wherever you can find a podcast, you can find the On the Way podcast.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We stress, we grind 1 time, 3 times, you time, me time, we roll, tree time, rewind, late night, be mine, yeah. And you know that's for sure. I cleared the schedule, so you know that's a go. Okay, we stress, we grind 1 time, 3 times, you time, me time, we time.